Hi Libra, welcome to your reading, and this is for Libra Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placement in their chart. Jupiter may resonate with the reading. Cross watchers are always welcome. Cross watchers, if I described someone and you know that it is not you, it is not you. Just because you are connecting with Libra, you're gonna assume that whom I'm describing here is you. Please don't, this is not a personal reading. For those of you who's new to the channel, welcome. You might want to consider subscribing, for I am always hosting a party online wherein I am doing a live streaming, and in the live stream you can ask me questions. If you missed the live streaming, you can still ask me questions. There is a link in the description box. Click that link, you'll be routed to my page. Type in your questions and then click submit. So Libra, if you are into twin flame readings, almost personal readings, pick a card and channel messages. Then subscribe to the other channel, that is Timeless Tarot 111. You may resonate with the entire reading. You may resonate with some bits and pieces of the reading. Take it as you will. Take what only resonates. Keep in mind that this is not your personal reading. Would really appreciate if you can click the subscribe button and smash that like button so that the video can ride onto the YouTube algorithm. Libra. Someone is very traditional, very strict when it comes to the connection. It felt like, someone has this authority, could be, someone who's leading, could be a teacher, could be a professor, could also be a manager, supervisor, what have you. Someone that has this attitude, lawyers, what have you, especially lawyers, kind of like they are very strict with their well-known tradition, right? Example, right? Again, this is just an example for you to catch the drift. In Islam, they are not allowed to eat pork, right? They can eat all the food that you are going to offer as long as there's no pork in that. And they are following it even without someone watching. Again, that's an example. This is somehow like this person. They have integrity. Well-mannered, well-educated, very tamed. It felt like this person cannot make a move because of that tradition, what have you. They're happy that they're seeing you. Probably that you have some, differences, right? Again, differences here can be the taboo, right? I know that it's not always practiced, like in Chinese, the old Chinese, very traditional, right? Chinese people can only marry a Chinese, that's pure Chinese as well. That was their old tradition. I know that it somehow changes, especially for those Chinese who already traveled, open-minded. Things are changing. Yeah, could also be that. It could also be that this is more of a same-sex relationship, it's against their well-known tradition, belief, what have you. They're happy just seeing you. They cannot express this because specific energy is blocking them from doing so. But they already decided. They're actually asking question. Is this really true? Is my feeling really valid? Because it is really different from what I believed in. They already have that questions in their mind. But because of that tradition, let's say, of that belief, they can't. Sometimes they're angry with themselves because they didn't see this coming. It felt like in a snap, they fell in love with you. In a snap, kind of like these feelings of them is pushing them to break those boundaries, break traditions. Just so you know that in their eyes, you are very, very, very attracted to them. They're actually checking your social media. If you don't have social media, then probably sneaking, you know, it's kind of scary, spooky, or yeah, not the You type, you know, the Netflix series, not that You, but somehow, you know, they're probably, you know, following you. They know some information of you, but again, not to the extent that they're gonna do something wrong, but because they are really interested in you, asking questions about you. And I think you kind of know. For some reason, I am seeing that you are somehow teasing them. I know. You're somehow teasing them because it's kind of obvious. But there is also some part here that they are trying to hide. You know, their emotions sometimes. I can feel that you are feeling this hot and cold energy from them. Sometimes they're really warm with you. Sometimes it felt like you're not even existing. You know, when they stare at you, you know that there's the emotion that they wanted to connect with you, but sometimes when they stare at you, sometimes you felt like a ghost. You know, they're not really seeing you. They're really confused with what they feel. They're really holding on to this emotion. If there's no tradition like this, if there's no tradition like this, if there's no rule like this, probably also it could be that this is in a time in a workplace, right? A person with a higher position cannot. Well, that's the rule, right? But sometimes it really happens. But they are, like what I told you, they have this integrity with the rule somehow. So if there is no rule on this, they are going to communicate, even make announcement, but they can't. So that's the blockage of this dynamic. Intentionally, it's your person who's moving slowly, but deep within their soul, they wanted to have this victorious beginning and an abundant beginning with you. Rules, rules, rules. I think they grew up also with, some rules are, part of their family. Could also be that they're, you know, someone from their family's military. Uh, they're really afraid to commit mistakes. Perfectionist. And this is what I'm telling you earlier. If been given a chance, they are going to um, offer you the equal give and take. It's hard, if you want to express yourself to someone and the enemy here is yourself, right? You want to say something and no one is stopping you but yourself. It's like this. I think that these emotions just going to burst. One day, you know, um, they're gonna surprise you with this confrontation. As if you are the one who's controlling, right? As if the one that you are holding back, like, why are you not feeling kind of like this? Kind of like they're grabbing your I know I'm seeing a scene kind of like in a movie. They're grabbing your arms. Can't you see that I love you? Can't you see that I have feelings for you? And every day it's growing. That's the thing. Um, I don't think that this person is going to just leave you. It's too late now for them to, for them not to acknowledge their emotions. You might also have an age gap with this person. They actually tried a long time ago to turn their back on you, to, forget this emotion. But like what I told you, they can't. It felt like their soul is actually needing you, wanting you, craving for you. Sometimes these man-made rules are, sucks, right? See, deep in their emotion, they know that they wanted to have a real commitment with you. Strong found it. This is not just you and me are together. This is more of we are going to cohabitate, could also build a family. They're seeing their potential mates with you. That's how serious these emotions are. See? Controls, controls, controls. And it felt like to me that they are chained with that rules. They're chaining themselves from their happiness because what they wanted is to have signing of a contract with you. They want to, their soul wants to, to connect their name into your name. I think that this person is just happy watching you from afar. It'll, take really, really long time. I think that you need to caught this person, drunk, so that you can get there, hear what they truly feel. They're actually ready to invest their emotions to you. This person must be, really into, having a hardship with what they're doing. That's why you're seeing that they are always irritated. Libra, if you have some questions with this reading, there is a link in the description box. Click that link, you'll be routed to my page. Type in your questions and then click submit. And if you want to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box. Click that link, you'll be routed to my page. Type in your questions and then click submit. 500 likes for this video and your next video will be a full reading. Thank you so much for watching. Love and light to you. Namaste. See you on the next reading. Goodbye, Libra.